Hey guys, welcome to Keep On Pushing Stories, where we share stories, that we hope is going to motivate you, inspire you, one that you can absolutely relate to take your game to the next level. And today we are pleased to welcome Michael Minnella to Keep On Pushing Stories. Michael, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Devon. It's an honor.
Yeah, man, sure, absolutely. So Michael, tell us, how do you serve? How do you bring value to your clients?
Great question, Devon. So just a little background on what I do and the service that I provide. I'm in the wealth management business. And really, what does that mean? That means that I help clients and their families with planning financially for their future. And I find that where we add a tremendous amount of value is helping clients through major transitions in their life. That could be transitions into retirement. That could be transitions into selling a business. That could be transitioning into passing a business to the next generation, and really everything in between. So really what it comes down to is understanding the client story, understanding exactly where they are today, where they'd like to be, and helping them every step of the way. When I talk about planning, it's a key component to say that a plan is important, but what's equally, or if not more important, is that the planning never stops. This is a living, breathing document because, as we know, life is not static, at the end of the day. So, being with them side by side every step of the way is critically important. And I find that a lot of the things that are invaluable to clients is sometimes the little things, the service, the ability to call at any time and know that I'm there and I understand exactly what's going on, big picture. And I can provide the right guidance, number one. And number two is that I have a tremendous network that continues to build and build, because I think it's important that not only am I providing a service of what I do, but I'm able to introduce clients to other people that could be a resource to them in other issues that they might face.
Indeed, that's awesome. So if someone wanted to benefit from your service and the value that you bring to the marketplace, how do they find you?
So great question. I would say that a big part of how my practice grows today, it's a tremendous, a part of my practice is, number one is introductions from clients to other people in their family, to, whether it's brother, sister, aunt, uncle, parents, kids, grandkids, neighbors, colleagues, friends, is a big part of the introductions and how my business grows. I'd say the second part is the network, basically really kind of making known exactly how I can help with other professionals within the network, and introductions being made that way, as well as anybody in my kind of surroundings, whether it's family, friends, that's kind of a gist. So that's, I would say, how people mostly find me. Is really through other people, right? That basically they know me, they trust me, they like me, and they want me to really help. And nothing's more gratifying than when a client or someone that is in my surroundings want to introduce me to someone else that they know, that basically is in their family, or or a good friend or a colleague, because they see the value in what I do.
Indeed. Do you have a number, email address that you want to share?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So my email address is michael.minnella@ml.com. So michael.minnella@ml.com. Phone number is 908-902-8929. And I'm with Merrill Lynch Wealth Management.
All right, that's cool. So let's get to the meat of the matter, Michael. Tell us, please, your keep on pushing story, a time when you had to overcome some kind of challenge or obstacle, frustration, setback, or another time when you had to, push yourself out of your comfort zone to take your game to the next level.
So Devon, you lined that up perfectly, because what I find is that where I grow the most is when I get out of my comfort zone. So I find myself, if I want to continue to grow, is constantly pushing and getting out of my comfort zone. And I feel like it's an ongoing thing. It's not one specific time, but it's a matter of saying, okay, how do I perfect my craft even more? What more could I do to perfect it? And I think of other things that I might not be good at, or things that I'm maybe uncomfortable doing. And I basically make it an agenda item that I am going to own it. And I'm going to basically, come forth, and I'm going to make it happen. And I'll give you one example. I've always done very well in having conversations with one-on-one, or a small setting or a small group of people. However, when I had to speak in front of a larger group of people, for whatever reason, although I knew what I wanted to say, it didn't come across that way. And I think many people kind of share that as well, the difficulty of public speaking, or talking in front of a large audience. But I felt it was very, very important that this is something that I owned and I grew from. So therefore, I challenged myself to make a presentation every single week in front of at least 20 plus professionals, and something different. That's one way that I was able to kind of get out of my comfort zone and learn from things that I was not comfortable doing. And from that point, I would say probably about a year or so later, I started to do bigger seminars and bigger speaking engagements in front of many different people, if you will. So that was just one scenario of how I grew past things that were uncomfortable to me.
What would you say you learned from that experience? How has that informed the rest of your life?
So great question. I would say this is that, I'm able to do other things, meet other people, as well as it perfected the way that I kind of thought about things or presented things, just in even smaller group settings, as well. And I think I've also learned from that as well, and is really understanding exactly what the message is, how I'd like it to be received and conveyed. And basically it got me thinking kind of almost backwards in regards to how I was kind of presenting. So I think it helped me in many different ways in regards to that. And not only that too, it's just a matter of saying that this was an obstacle, this was a challenge, but I felt that, I can overcome it, right? There's no stopping me from overcoming this. Yes, it's uncomfortable now because I'm not used to it, but I'm going to get past this, if you will. So I'd say yes. I think that the biggest thing is that the biggest growth I see is when I get the most uncomfortable.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for that. You're so right, though. The more people are afraid of death, or should I say, afraid of public speaking, than they're afraid of death, which is amazing to me. They're rather line a casket rather than stand in front of a room. So, so kudos to you for facing that fear and learning how to push yourself past that. Hey guys, if you find this inspiring, if you find it beneficial, don't forget to like and leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to share this. Your friends want to be inspired and motivated as well. Thanks again, Michael, for joining us, and keep on pushing stories. Keep on pushing.